Hi everybody, Vlad Antonov with One Stop for Software Quality, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit about, well, where do you really start looking for information about software testing? And I can tell you guys, there are millions of resources. Go to Google and type free software tester courses. Just that. Millions of links pop up. Some are good, some are bad. I'm not even going to try to go through them because it doesn't make any sense. So many of them. Ridiculous amount. Different countries, different languages. If you're from India, you probably find it on the Hindu, China, Russia, Ukraine, anything. German, I don't know. English, obviously. A couple of ones that I can mention in this video is something that I could recommend, something that I used for myself, but mostly recommended to my folks as the site has been around for quite some time. It's called Udemy, udemy.com, udemy.com. And in there's a software testing section for career development. It's actually free. It has 4.3 star ratings. It's in English. There are more that you have to pay a couple of bucks for. I don't know, 15 bucks per course. I don't think it's a big deal. If you want to invest a little bit in yourself, you need to, start with yourself. Your time would be the first investment. A little bit of money. For the ones who like a book, I can recommend a really good book that I recommend all of the junior folks that work on my team. That's right here. A Practitioner's Guide to Software Test Design by Lee Copeland. It's oldie but goodies. It was written in the early 2000s, but it applies a lot of good methodology. And look at this guy. Does he remind me of a geek like me? Yes, it does, right? He does. Anyway, so so this book right here is, again, I recommend it to all my folks who were junior, and then I would, talk to them what they learned or didn't learn. It's about 200 pages. You probably need first 100, at least 100, to be in the very good hands. You'll become advanced right away when you read it and understand it. To go with that, what I would like to do for you is go to Google and just type in, look for a job. Like, junior software test. Not engineer, just junior software tester. And so what do I see when I do that? Entry-level QA tester. Okay? It doesn't say how many years they want, but let's just look into it. And I said, go through many of the job descriptions and look what they look for. You will see some identical stuff. Write it down. Search it on the web. Okay? First one, must have basic SQL skills and good experience automated testing tools. Well, that one is interesting. Basic SQL testing skills. I would say go on Udemy and say, I would like to learn basic, udemy.com. I want to learn basic SQL. Select statements, delete statements. That's basic SQL. There's probably 10 basic commands. If you know them and you can master them, there we go. You have that. Should possess experience in defect tracking tools. What's a defect tracking tool? It's where you keep the defects. The main one is Jira. Go look it up. Or just type in defect tracking tools. It will give you a list. I bet Jira would be the first one. Look it up. Read about it. Memorize things that you can talk to your recruiter or person who wants to hire you with that. Obviously, don't overstate that on your resume that you're professional at this. Don't do that because they will figure out right away. Should have good analytical and problem-solving capability. Right? So, if you in the real life can solve problems, simple ones, then you could probably get that. Look it up what that means. If you have an analytical brain, if you're pretty good at math, well, beyond 2 plus 2, right? Yeah, you can do that. Must have a capacity to understand the QA processes and work in software environment. Well, that's pretty easy if you know what the QA processes are, right? Look it up online. What that means to have QA process. Just look it up. It will tell you what they are. It's simple. I'm gonna do videos on all of that, but look it up before I even do the video. Responsibilities. Implement and provide input for test plans. Look what the test plan is. Test plan is something you're going to test. It's a plan. Most companies don't even require a test plan, official test plan, because it takes too much to write it. Use bug designing and creation of test cases, scenarios, and software testing. You create scenarios and test cases out of your test plan. Very simple. Look up what the test case is, what scenarios are. Use bug tracking software to track report problems. I just talked to you about this. Producing the evaluated test reports and take part in software walkthrough. Look up what it means to, producing test reports. Just look it up, what it looks like. Very simple. This one right here, you can look up. Motivation of team members in organizing meetings. Are you good at organizing meetings? Can you organize one? Can you bring more than one person together in the room? That should be probably easy enough. Seriously, look up some of these jobs. And again, for entry level, I'm looking at there's another junior one. Okay. For some reason, some of them put, if they put things like specific biochemical engineer or chemical engineer, if you see a lot of this, I don't know, you can just skip that, right? It's just, sometimes you can, because sometimes it's very specific. Like, I would keep you away from any kind of medical companies, right? Because medical companies, they want specific medical things like certification, those certification. You cannot just take 1 hour course and do it. Those cost money, time, and effort. You can gain those later. You need to gain basics. Remember, you're trying to get your first job. Maybe I should have stated that at the very beginning. If you want to get a first job, you're out of college or out of 2-year school, or you have no school experience and you just unfortunately don't have money for it, but you really want to jump and really like QA, hey, look up the job descriptions. Look at this. Must be ambitious, strong work ethic, and willingness to learn. Do you have any of that? Must be fast learning and strong problem solving skills. Demonstrate strength in verbal and written communication. Positive and winning attitude. Excellent communication for interpersonal skills. Ability to understand and effectively communicate all management levels, technical dependencies and timeline, impact and risks. Okay, I can tell you this, that your salary at the beginning will be pretty low because it's a manual job. It's a junior tester, right? But it will depend on you how fast you can do things. You might need this job only for a year, only for 1 year to get that experience. Get the hell out of there, right? It could be, a $60,000 job, maybe 50. You can make 80 in 1 year. You gain all that experience. You're no longer junior. 1 year, you're not junior. You could be advanced. You can know all of this stuff. Get to your next job, 80,000 a year. In your next job, you start learning scripting and automation, basic stuff. If you're able to pass that test in a year or so, in 2 more years, you're 100K. 3 years from 50K to 100K. But you gotta start at 50K. Don't think you're gonna get 100. I've had people who made that career, 2-3 year career move from 50 to 100 because they started writing code. But that's the next topic. Right now, you want basics. And it will depend on you. If you work very hard on your own time, not just in the company, in your own time, I can guarantee you, you will get to 6 digits in no matter time. But you need to start there. Don't look for $100,000 jobs. You're not going to get a single. I know the economy is hard right now. I know that we're in inflation and 50,000 doesn't sound like a lot of money. It's way more than minimum wage, guys. Get that job first. 1 year is all you need. One. And then find another job while you have this job. Don't get yourself fired or something like that, right? 80,000. That would be like 30,000 more because you'll have all these skills. I can guarantee you, just look up for free stuff. Free software testing classes. Take them while you have your first job. Do test more. Take more. $15 each class. 20. You can replay. I think you have it for like a very long time. You can replay it. Just play videos. Listen to audiobooks. Get this book right here. $25 used on the marketplace. I can guarantee you, you'll have better results. I'm gonna put some of these links in my video, in my description. Like and subscribe if you like to more hints about how to jumpstart your QA career. Put things in. If you want to ask me something, put in the comments. I will also start putting my LinkedIn and other information so you guys can reach out. I am on Twitter. I haven't really started, but if you feel like you want to ask me something, you can tag me and I will respond. Until next time, Vlad Antonov and Single Stop Software Quality. See ya.